Yo, what is up, YouTube gang? Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a million trillion years since I released a video, but it's all good. I'm back, or at least I'm going to try to be sometimes, and I'll try to make some videos whenever I can. Today, I want to talk about a topic that I feel like I've been pondering for a while, and I feel like everyone should, at some point in your life. The difficulty of finding purpose. I want to explore like the journey of self-discovery and ultimately the value of self-worth and fulfillment. So grab your favorite beverage, get cozy because this is going to be long and boring, and you probably won't care. But anyways, have you um, have you ever asked yourself, what's my purpose in life? It's a question that leave most of us feeling lost or confused, even frustrated. We're constantly bombarded with like societal expectations, pressures, and things just from people, an overwhelming influence of like social media. God, that stuff is just. I'm trying to put it down. It's so bad for you. It's no wonder that like most of us just struggle to even find real purpose when there's so many distractions that are in front of us. And it's kind of our responsibility to avoid social media as much as possible because they're just going to keep creating what they do. And you have to not get sucked into it. You got to avoid it. It's just, that's what I'm trying to do, is just limit all of that. So, how does one find, purpose? How do you at least even start looking beyond just understanding yourself? Like for me, it was, finding some passions, finding things that drive me. I'm still figuring this crap out. I don't even know what it is I'm searching for, but yeah, as they say, when you're an addict to something, you can't uh you can't work on a problem until you acknowledge you have a problem. The first step is acknowledging you have a problem. So I've identified that there's an issue here. So I'm trying to figure out how to go about it. But figuring out those things, I feel like the interests, having a hobby, something that you enjoy doing. I feel like my hobby did like so many things for me. At least helping me develop. And I know it's easier said than done to find these things because you can't just do whatever. Um, and yeah, exploring self isn't an easy thing to do. You gotta like look at all of the stuff you don't like about yourself and assess them, look at them, figure out how much you're responsible for those things. I just keep getting tangential here. The point I'm trying to make is having something for yourself helps you understand yourself, I think, is what I'm trying to say. I noticed that in the years that I've been role playing, doing D&D and stuff like that, you wouldn't think that a game like that would be able to expand a horizon, but it did give me the ability to just think and consider a lot of things. So, having something for you that does the same thing, that helps build on you, that helps uh, you develop, I think that finding those things is helpful. And why am I making a video about doing these things, you ask? Because I'm trying to do the same thing right now, where I'm not doing the thing I want, which is creating. I haven't created something in a long time. Art has been a very difficult thing for me, and I think that I want to get back into the headspace of creating something. So I'm making a video about finding purpose for self because that's what I'm trying to do right now, is find my purpose for myself, find my being and my understanding. So this video is more like just an opening, a beginner to maybe a series of me just monologuing about my interpersonal thoughts to a world I don't see or know, and hope that people find that interesting. Of course, I'll always add some gameplay or something to it to make it interesting. I'm playing Elden Ring here. Uh, this stuff, I realized if I'm going to be playing video games, I might as well make it productive, make it, make the videos just interesting, give it a little something. So that's what I'm going to be having going on. So, that aside, getting back to the main topic, finding self purpose and self worth. Now, that's an utterly insane topic that I probably couldn't cover in one video. That is a journey of an entire lifetime worth of things combined to create this ultimate experience of what life is. So it's not like I can shrink all of that down and be like, here's a 5 minute video of something that should be almost unfathomable to you till the end of your life. Absorb that, please. I couldn't necessarily go about it like that, especially since time constraints. This video would go forever. But I do want to make note on maybe some of my personal progress so that maybe you could apply that to yourself. So, in the past couple of years, if I had to give anybody advice on how to start looking for self, just you as a being, purpose comes after finding yourself. Like, you can't know what your purpose is unless you know who you are, and that is also a process that never ends. But the best way I feel like to discover self is, one, realize that your thoughts are an echo chamber. And being able to know that information, being able to understand that you can have echo chamber thoughts that can lock you into a place. They'll make you think, oh, I'm cursed, I can never have a girlfriend. Oh, I'm, uh, you know, not capable of doing whatever it is you want. Your thoughts create that mental wall around you that kind of shell you in. And the reason it's kind of opposite of self is you start looking away from the things about you that you don't like and start making it about the world. Oh, I don't like this person, I don't like this person, all of these things. You really just kind of shut everything out, and it's kind of so detrimental to you that it, it locks you in. And this is all just from personal experience. Maybe everybody doesn't do that, but this is what I sort of stuff, that things I would be worried about. And being able to find purpose, unless you can understand that, hey, maybe this thought isn't logical, maybe this isn't the full picture, maybe I'm not getting all of the information required. Man, this is such a broad topic. I could just go on forever about all these different things. But yeah, step one, echo chamber. Work on your echo chamber. Step two, if I had to give anybody advice on how to figure yourself out, recognize your patterns. So recognize these things that you do all the time. So if you have problems with work, what's the stuff that you do every time you go to work and that makes it suck? What are the things that you do in relationships that make them not work every single time? What are the things that you do habitually that you don't recognize? Observing those patterns. So figuring out the echo chamber, figuring out your patterns, and then the third thing is figure out your intent, your reason for doing something. If you're going to make a video, why? Like, what's your purpose? What's your intent? What's your reason? All of those things can be there, but those, like, understanding what that is, your reason for doing something, even if you have no particular reason at all, understanding it will help you understand yourself and your motives. And knowing yourself, those three things, helping you know yourself, will help you find a direction, a path. You can't start figuring out purpose until you know your vehicle. You can't go on the journey if your car doesn't have tires. So to go on the journey, you first have to have the vehicle. Yourself is the vehicle, and your purpose is the journey. So get your wheels on, get your engine checked, make sure you've got your brake fluid and all this stuff. That's yourself. That is your being. Understand the reasons you're doing things. Understand the purpose of your desires. Looking at your echo chamber and going, whoa, 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 I'm being kind of insane right here. All of those things I feel like are just monumentally huge. So I'll wrap it up here because you guys probably don't want to hear me reiterate the same 3 things over and over forever. But top 3 things, that's what I would give advice to for someone who wants to start. I'm going to keep making videos all the time just to be obnoxious. So go ahead and watch those when you get around to it. But yeah, that's about it for me. I'll see you guys next time. Peace, y'all.